All right, folks, in this video, we'll be talking to a Sasquatch researcher and purported witness. This is a person I found on a Discord server. Check it out. Hello. Testing, testing, testing.
Hey,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
Yep, doing all right. How about yourself?
Can't complain.
All right. So I have a YouTube channel. Would it be okay if I recorded this for an interview?
For sure, absolutely. Yeah, I have one too as well.
Yeah, that's cool. I just looked it up, the Holler files, and saw that.
Yeah. How are you doing today?
Yep, doing all right. Just hanging out in the server and saw your message. Wanted to talk to you about the stuff you posted. One question though first,
Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind. How old are you?
I'm 32 years old,
All
getting
right,
ready to be 33.
all right. Just making sure because I only want to interview adults. You know, that seems to be
Yeah,
good protocol. Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. So you posted in the server first a video of what could be a vocalization that you heard.
Yes.
And when was that recorded?
It would have been Monday, no, Tuesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. So that would be the 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay. And whereabout did you say that was recorded?
That was recorded on. It was actually on my property. It's basically right beside the Elk River, between two valleys. Is the best way I know how to explain it. Because there's two different sides. There's two different roads on either side, so it's kind of hard to explain. Um, but pretty much, uh, it's just the back fork of Elk is what you would call it. I would assume, like deep in the back fork of Elk.
Oh, okay. And what was the story that went with it? You were saying something about like a cat or something?
Yes. Okay. So from what I can tell you is the video itself did not do it justice, and you really don't know how good your microphone is until after it's already done. So that one that was on there was one of what was going on. So you could hear that one pretty good. It just sounded distant on the phone. I don't have an external mic, so it didn't really pick up everything that was supposed to have been caught, I guess you could say. Um, so I was actually in my house watching TV when that happened, and I could hear that over my TV. And my first thought was, "What the hell's that?" Pardon my French, but that's what was said. So I walk outside, and then I proceed to hear that one that was further off. And then there was one in behind my house, I believe. Um, I think they were hunting. I'm not really sure, but they were definitely stalking. So I heard that one, and then the following day, a guy that that lives further down the road than we do said that he had saw it. He asked me not to give any names, and I'm going to respect that.
Mhm.
So he said that the thing had cat paws. It was black in color. The tail was twice the size of the creature, but it was as big as the circumference was as big as a coffee can.
Hmm.
And I was like, that don't make no sense because just the other day I heard, well, the same thing you heard on there, except, uh, that sounded more like a squatch type creature to me.
Mhm.
So I was like, all right. I was like, did you notice anything else? He was like, well, he said it's about twice the size of a German Shepherd. And I was like, oh, okay. He said, it kind of looked almost like a dog. He said, I guess I'm assuming he said he saw it from about 150 to approximately 200 yards away. He said that whenever it lifted its legs up, you could see the paws on it, and it was as big as a large hand spread out.
Hmm. Well, that is a
That's what.
strange description. So it's the
Yeah.
tail. That's like a coffee can sized tail. That's very large and strange. Typically, cats have like long, thin tails. Because I was thinking,
Yeah.
because there's like Black Panther sightings sometimes, even West Virginia,
Hmm.
but the tail aspect is very strange and not typically what you would hear from those kinds of sightings.
Right. That's what kind of, because usually if somebody's making something like that up, they're not going to first describe, the tail. When you ask them, hey, what's something else? And if he's like, yeah, man, you should have saw a tail on this thing. It was like huge. And I was like, hmm. But also in that video of the vocalizations, in the first part of that video, I had a rock thrown at, well, it was a pebble, because I couldn't find it. And that thing was thrown so hard that I could hear it whiz past me. Now, another thing that I couldn't figure out is if indeed it was a cat-like creature. Cats don't throw rocks.
Mhm.
So what was that?
Yeah. So you're not sure if what you heard could have been the cat creature that was seen, or if it could have been like a Sasquatch or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking that what I caught was more of like a Sasquatch type creature, and the guy probably saw some sort of like cat-like creature, like I'm guessing that it could be the Appalachian cougar or the Black Panther.
Hmm. Yeah, bigger cats.
But typically the only cats we have around here is like the bobcats, and they have short, stubby tails.
Hmm. Yeah.
So that didn't make no sense to me either.
Okay. So for this interview, do I have permission to use the video of the vocalization for context on my YouTube video?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I mean,
Oh,
that's me recording. So, I mean,
okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh. Okay. So so you posted also in the server like a photo that you said you got.
yes.
What was the context of
Yes.
that?
Well, see, on that stretch of road, that is called the Golly River Road. Okay. So on that road, I'm going to say probably 10 miles down that road, there is like a natural well that people get water from. So we had went up there to get some water because we like making sweet tea out of it, pretty much.
Who is we?
Um, it was me and my wife.
Okay.
But I was the one recording, and she was the one driving. I don't have that video anymore. Thank God I saved a picture of that because I've been trying to get that video back, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. But if I can, I definitely would send it to you. Uh, so we were on our way back, and I was just recording, out the window, not really paying much attention. And it was hot out that day, so I just kind of flipped on my camera and hung my hand out the window. So I was sitting there, and then I got home, and I was like, huh. I was like, I'm just going to look through and see if maybe you see anything because it's, as you can tell, it's thick. That's just as thick as it is in behind my house.
Hmm.
But I went through and I was like, wow. But now on camera, you can tell I kind of like gasp because I know sometimes whenever people see things that's not natural or you've been told isn't there, even though you physically don't realize you see it, your brain's like, what did I just see?
Hmm.
um, So you can definitely, I know that there was a point in that video where I reacted to it, but I think it was directly after that photo was taken. Um, but that was a little too small to be an adult. That's why I was saying, it's that's got to be a juvenile.
Mhm. So could you explain again with the video? You said there was a video, but then there's this photo. Explain that again.
Yes. Well, see, I had put that video uh, up on one of my older YouTube channels, and it got deleted. But I wanted to show where it was, so I took a screenshot of that particular photo that I put in the chat.
Hmm.
Um, and the video that went to that was on the channel that had gotten deleted.
Okay. And what was the
So
channel?
it was a YouTube channel.
Okay. So
It
you
was
can't.
my it was my it, yeah, it was my other one, that Holler Monsters or
Mhm.
something like that. I can't remember. Then I changed it to the Holler Files.
Oh, okay. And why did the channel get deleted?
It was just I couldn't remember any of the stuff to it, and I just deleted it.
Hmm. Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, it
uh,
it, it, it was an older channel. I mean, but I didn't have any subscribers or anything to it, and I was just like, just get rid of it.
okay. So, so your new channel is the Holler Files. When did you start the new channel?
It ain't been that long, maybe a couple months.
All right then. So with this photo, do I have permission to use the photo in this video as well for context?
No, absolutely.
Okay, I appreciate it. Just wanted to make sure there for, because it's want to be respectful of your content. Okay.
No,
So
that ain't no problem.
so in this
One,
photo, I can't really get like a size judge on it based on just the photo because I don't know how large the trees are. But I was
uh
thinking, like trying to think of about what this could be, and like if it could be a bear or if it could be like a turkey or something. But I think it would probably be too tall to be a turkey, or if it
you
could just be
know,
like a strange shape between the leaves.
uh, nah, that's not a bear.
Okay.
I mean,
He's
I understand what you're saying, but no, that's I would assume that is probably between. I'm just because I tried to do it once before, and I'm going to say it's probably between 5.5 to 6.5 feet tall.
mhm,
That's that's where I'm guessing that it's at. So it wouldn't be like whenever I say juvenile, I guess that was kind of overreacting a little bit. It would be more like a teenage. I don't know what you would call. I guess you could still call it a juvenile.
adolescent, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, like the teenage years of a Sasquatch, maybe.
Hmm. Mm. Yeah, and so you saw this like with your own eyes rather than just
Oh
the
yeah,
photo. So that's interesting.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't post stuff that if I wasn't directly associated with it, or if I'm not able to, you know, say yeah, that's what it is with 100% certainty.
Hmm.
Um, I I'd be as thorough and real as possible. I mean, I know that um, I try to be whenever I'm out taking pictures and photos like that, and if I see something, I'll go back to the woods that I was at, and I'll thank the woods because that was an opportunity that it showed itself to me and that I'm grateful for. I mean, I'm not trying to hunt it down and kill it.
Hmm.
I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm not trying to get famous off of it. The only thing I'm trying to do is just document it, make sure that what it's doing is that it's good and it's not trying to people's not trying to hurt it. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yes.
Because
So.
I think that it's a living being just like we are.
Mhm. Okay. So, because with the photo, like sometimes people will like take a photo and then they'll come home and they'll look at it and they'll see like something that they didn't see before, and it could be
Mhm.
like pareidolia, or they thought they saw, like, looking at the photo afterwards. But you said when you took
Mhm.
this photo or video, you were like staring right at it, so it's like, so it wouldn't be something that would just be like, mistaking something through the leaves in a photo, because you said you saw it with your own eyes.
Yeah, well, that one there, the little one I never saw, but I saw the big one, but I never got it. I saw a bigger one on down the road that was like right in behind a tree. The only thing was sticking out was its head, and that thing was like 9 feet tall. It was huge. I mean, I would say it was probably 6 feet across. Yeah, it was. But that one there, yeah. I was, like I said, I was driving in a car whenever I took the video. Um, I knew I'd saw something, but I didn't know what it was until I looked at the video. And then later on down, I saw one that was even closer to the road that I wished I would have kept my camera on for, but that's usually how it happens. You know what I mean? Whenever you're getting good content and not even knowing it, you miss the good stuff. And you're like,
Okay.
dang. You're like, dang, I wished I'd have known this is what was going on. You know what I mean? I would have brought 3 or 4 different cameras and probably streamed it live on some sort of network to, you know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, I get you. Okay, so you were driving in a car with your wife to this area. What was the
It
area again?
it was the Golly River Road.
Okay. And then you filmed out the window when you saw the adolescent in the photo.
Yes.
Okay. And then at some point you stopped filming, and that's when you say you saw an adult one.
Yes.
Okay. What was the coloration?
It blended pretty well. It was darker, but it still blended pretty well with the background because there was a lot of woods, and where that stretch was, like you had the greeny part, and then you had like the wood part, and then greeny part. It was it was like with the 'cause there were bigger trees like in the same pattern as that, but it could have easily been. I mean, I'm just guessing. At 6 feet across, it could have been way bigger than that. But yeah, it was just standing there like 25 yards from the road, if even that. I mean, it's still far enough back to where you'd really have to you'd really have to sit there and wonder what you're looking at unless if you actually know what you're looking for. You know what I mean? Um, it was that type of scenario, but whenever you seen it, it was like you could see the woods, and then it was like you seen like the cone shape head and then the face. Um, but I'm not going to lie, the face was kind of blurry, but it still looked a lot like. Did you see that sketch that the guy put on the server there just a little bit ago?
Which one?
The white one, the
Hmm.
the
Yes.
most recent one. He said that he did sketches and he'd like to hear the interview.
Yes.
Okay, well, he had the face looked a whole lot like that,
Hmm.
except it was taller and it was bulky, like it was like bulky, like I don't know. It was very very muscular.
Okay, so the sketch that I'm looking at has like the very defined brow line, and like
Yeah,
a larger
yeah,
nose and flat face.
yeah,
Okay. Did
yeah.
you?
It looked a lot like that, except it was bulky. I mean, it almost looked like it didn't have a neck though. Just head, shoulders, and muscle.
Mhm.
About 9 feet tall.
So in the photo of the adolescent, it's like a dark form or a dark mass. You said that
Mhm.
the adult one was also the same kind of coloration, like dark or black.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It blended very well,
Okay. Wait, blended into
like
what?
camouflage, like the like the landscape.
Okay. Well, this is at daytime, and the forest is more green, so I'm confused by that.
Well, no, 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 no. What I'm saying is where the juvenile was, that it was more green. So where the big one was more in the brown.
Okay.
So the coloration of the bigger one blended in better with the juvenile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe you could say then that the juvenile is less adept at hiding than the adult would be.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
did you said the face wasn't very clear, so did you see like the skin color of the face region?
Mm-mm. No. No, it was too quick.
Okay. And what happened after that? Did you said you were driving and the creature was standing there. What did the creature do?
No, he just stood there as we passed by, and then as we went on, I was like, got sick at my stomach and felt like I was going to pass out, and I'm like, man, I got to roll the windows up and turn the air on.
Mhm. So you had the windows rolled down at the time?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you
Yeah.
filmed the video before, you had your like phone out the window then?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you see the adult creature? Did you see it walk off, or did you just drive forward?
No, it just no. Like as we drive by, it was standing there,
Hmm, that's
and it was
interesting.
just like, yeah, it was just like watching, pretty much. But like I said, it was really hot that day. I don't know if they were trying to get across the road to the river because the river was just right across the road. Um, but then again, I was like, you know, somebody was telling me that I worked with that they'd seen two bigger ones that was in the creek, like crossing, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. I think that was a family of them.
Hmm. Yeah, you mentioned in the server that there were other witnesses there that you found out about afterwards.
Yeah, yeah, they were. Well, it was later that day that they had saw it, so
Hmm.
which is kind of crazy. But I mean, I he was like, well, there's two more, and I was like, well, after seeing the photo and the bigger one, yeah, I would almost guarantee that he was telling the truth. I mean, but he won't talk about it now, so which is unfortunate. But that's how our society is today.
Hmm. Yes, you mentioned in the server that they told you about that, and then afterwards they wouldn't talk about it again.
Right. Because people started finding out about it and thought he was crazy. And he just was like, oh man, that was just a story I made up.
Hmm.
But he didn't know that I went, I had went up there before and then I didn't see nothing. So, and then he told me, and I was like, well, I went up there again and found it. And then I was like, hey man, I found this. And he was like, oh yeah, well, before he realized where he was, he just started talking. And then he was like, no, I was just kidding. And I'm like, man.
Oh, okay. Um, so were you saying that they saw that before or after your sighting?
No, they saw that after.
Afterwards.
But I had went up before, like trying to get stuff and never found nothing.
Hmm.
So yeah, I didn't think because there was other people like some buddies of mine saying, yeah, man, there's stuff up there. We just don't know what it is. I was like, well, I'll go check and never found nothing. And then the day that I go and get water is the day that I see it. And don't have time to stop really because we was in a hurry that day too. And then I was like, oh,
Okay. So you said the other people, how many people was that? Was it that worked with
it's
you?
just me. Oh, I worked with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, but who were the ones
Yeah,
who said they saw it afterwards? How many people
yeah.
was it?
It was one, and then the other one they were hanging out, and they asked me. I can't disclose who they are.
Yeah, I understand. That's how many people was it, is what I was wondering.
Two.
Okay, two witnesses. Did they
Yeah.
see at the same time or separate times?
No, it was the same day. It was just later that evening that
Okay.
one took. That I got that one.
Okay. And which ones did they see? The adult or the adolescent or what did they
No,
see?
they saw the two bigger ones.
Okay. Two bigger ones.
Yeah, so I'm assuming one was the biggest, and then there was one a little small. So I'm assuming a male, female, and then child.
All right.
I got the child, and they saw. Oh, didn't get. I just captured him or her on the video, and then they just physically saw. They didn't have phones or anything, so they didn't have any pictures.
All right. That's interesting. Makes sense with the family thing.
Yeah,
You hear a lot of that when it comes to like Sasquatch sightings. You either hear like a lone Sasquatch wandering around, or it's like a family.
yeah,
It's not you don't typically hear about like a full tribe of Sasquatch all together. It's usually like familial groups
yeah,
or like a solo. Okay,
yeah. Because they like uh, the male goes out and scouts before he even puts his family anywhere close to where they're going to next.
okay.
That's
Could you remind me of the date that happened?
it would have been in it would have been around July or August of last year. It would have been around the same time, like right whenever it was real hot and droughty, about that time. Um, so I mean, for here it was around July or August, late July, early August.
Okay, July or August of 2025.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's interesting. Um, uh, would you be willing to mention like what your profession is? Because you said it was people you worked with.
Um.
If not, that's
Well.
okay too. Just for privacy.
Yeah. I really, because if I do that, then it'll
Give it away.
they'll. Yeah.
Okay then.
Um. But I was definitely I was in a public setting. Um. Yeah.
Okay then.
So there was more than one people. There was people from all over, like the county. So
Okay, and what county was that again?
it would have been in Webster County.
Webster County.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on, I'm pulling it up on a map to take a look at where it was.
Yeah. So where that particular instance happened at, it would have been. Um, I'm trying to think. So it's like just right past Bowl Air, but it's like cuts down into the mountain, like down into the forest, and it just takes you down into. I can't think of the name of it. Jerryville, I think, down towards Jerryville. It's basically just a back road, and like it's full of like campers and leases and stuff. And then I haven't been down through there, but I know that where we was at, it's like you're going towards that way. Oh,
Okay. So I was gonna ask how long you've been interested in Bigfoot and Sasquatch.
I've been interested in it since I first started watching Finding Bigfoot, man. Like with Matt Moneymaker and Bobo and all them people.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, so I would say, well, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of still believed in him whenever I was about 16. So a little bit after, that's whenever I really started trying to double down and understand what's really out here that we're not being told. I think a lot more is documented than what the public knows. I think that it's just hidden
Hmm.
because
Okay.
they don't want to cause mass panic. Uh,
Okay. So when did you start watching Finding Bigfoot? What year would that have been? Do you know?
I'm going to say at least 2011. I think was whenever I started.
Hmm.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't know the exact date that they started, but I know I started watching it whenever it first aired on Discovery.
Mhm. Yep. It's first aired in May of 2011. I just looked it up. Okay. So you said also you
Oh,
were interested. Sorry, you came through. What would you say?
no, I was just saying I was getting a call. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I can call.
Um, I was gonna ask what made you interested when you were 16. I understand the TV show in 2011, but when you were 16, what was driving the interest there?
I just thought.
Oh, the call is breaking up. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Yep.
Sorry
Okay,
about
fine.
that.
Yep, I understand. West Virginia internet and all that.
Yeah, it's well, we have Chantel, but I mean, sometimes it's just I don't know, it crashes or something.
Hmm. All right. So to pick up back where we left off before it got cut off, I was
Absolutely.
asking, what started your interest when you were 16 in Bigfoot and Sasquatch?
Well, I mean, other than just wanting to have a friend, you know what I mean? It was pretty much just, I guess, the unknown, like being somewhere looking for something that's not supposed to be here, and trying to trying to put pieces of the puzzle together, I guess you should say.
Mhm. Did you like see it somewhere in like a book or a movie
N-
or hear
n-
someone talk about it?
Uh, no, I mean, my dad used to watch like Sasquatch movies all the time, but they were like the sci-fi kind of like killer type. I don't know. It was like a real bad B films.
Mhm. What year would it have been when you were 16 when you were first
It's been
interested?
like 2005, 2006 ish.
Okay, so to circle back around to something, you said the
Hmm.
vocalization that you recorded on Tuesday. You said there was a rock throw. I wanted to know when that was recorded, was there like an overhang of trees or anything when that was thrown?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so there were like trees above you. I hear it. I think it's cutting out again. Hello. Oh, geez.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. So I was asking if there was an overhang of trees. Was there like trees above you?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know that sometimes people like something can fall out of the trees, like acorns and stuff, that could then uh, people think would be a rock. You know.
But if it was an acorn, buddy, it had some force behind it.
Okay. So you think it was rocks thrown at you like vertically?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was more than likely probably like a pebble because they're known for pebbles and even like pieces of bark. Um, they're notorious for throwing those too.
Mhm. Okay. Have you ever heard any like wood knocks?
Nah,
Okay. Other than the vocalization that you recorded, have you heard other vocalizations?
nah. That's how come I was trying to find Discord servers to kind of compare and contrast and be like, okay, this is what I heard.
Mhm. And of course, I'm also from West Virginia, so that's interesting.
Yep.
We are both
Well,
from the same
that's
state.
nice to meet you, buddy.
Yep.
They
Nice to
call
meet
me
you.
Buzzard.
Yeah. I
Uh,
guess people call me Zero, but it's also Oddity, I
there you
guess.
go. All right. Heck yeah. Yeah, man, you should look me up on YouTube and we'll do a subscribe for subscribe, man. I'll subscribe to you and you subscribe to me and we'll be I'll be getting in touch with you, man, if I get any more and we'll sit around and talk about it if that's all right with you.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds cool. My channel
All
is
right.
Appalachian Oddity, and I also have a
Okay.
website, 40anarchives.org.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right, man. Yeah, I'll look that if you want to put it in the chat, I'll just
I can link
whenever
it.
I'm getting ready to go to town right now and I'll whenever I get back I'll look you up and give you an ad.
Okay, cool. So one more thing though. So the Sasquatch that you saw in 2025, was that the first and last Sasquatch that you've seen?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first. And then after I saw that I'm like I'm locked on.
Mhm. If that makes sense. So is that when you started like going out in the woods and stuff looking for Sasquatch after that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, your wife was with you. Did she also see it?
No, she wasn't. Nah. I mean,
Didn't.
she was at the house and she heard it, but she didn't see. Well, I showed her the picture after I found it, but after that, no.
So she wasn't in the vehicle with you when you were
She
recording?
she was, but she was driving.
Oh, okay. So she didn't get a good look at it?
Right. No, she was focused on the road.
All right then. That's cool. So have you seen other things like other creatures or like mountain lions or anything like that?
No, not at all. I've
Oh,
gotten a video with some not deer, but I haven't looked at it yet.
okay. Like two more quick questions. Or one more quick question is, do you have interest in other strange things like UFOs or hauntings?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Absolutely.
cool. Yep. So do I.
Yeah.
I do as well. Um, Have you ever seen a UFO?
I'm eventually. I have, but it was very briefly. Um, it was on 19 going towards Sutton.
Oh,
I did not get a picture of it, but eventually I want to go to Point Pleasant and do the investigate the Mothman too.
yeah, that's cool. I've been there. I've been to the TNT area quite a few times. Mhm.
Yeah.
It's cool. So when did you see the UFO?
Oh, it would have been uh 20 2015 maybe.
All right, and you
It
said that
was
was
about
on
5 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, on
okay
19.
on like Route 19,
Yeah, like Highway 19, Interstate 19.
Interstate 19. Okay, towards Sutton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well that's interesting. And what did it look like?
It was just a circular thing in the sky. And then it was gone.
Okay, colorization.
It was just it kind of almost blended in with the sky.
Okay, so like,
So it was
was this a daytime or
yeah,
nighttime?
no, it was like a evening time, but it was cloudy.
Okay, so what color would that be?
Um like a grayish, like charcoal looking color.
Hmm. Okay, was it glowing or was it just a shape?
No, it was just like a saucer shaped thing, and then it was there for a second, and then phew, it was gone.
Hmm. Okay. Yep, I've heard that before. Like the UFO, and then it just like zooms away
Yeah, it's
almost.
gone. Yeah, it's gone.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
like I
that's
thought
cool.
we were doing every bit like 75 mile an hour on the interstate, and it was like quiet left. It's like
Okay.
you really don't understand just how slow on until you see something like that.
Okay. Well, thanks for talking with me and sharing your sightings and your experiences with me. I recorded this and I'll
Yeah,
make it into a
yeah.
video and I'll send you all the links and that sort of thing. So yeah, so I have permission
Oh,
to make this a YouTube video or this interview, and
yes,
do I have
yeah.
permission to
Yes,
maybe
sir.
make an
Absolutely.
article as well for my website?
Yep. That'd be great. Zero. I appreciate your time, man. I thank you for listening.
Yep. Anytime. So yeah, I appreciate it. And I also have a Facebook group that I just started recently called UFOs and West Virginia UFOs and Bigfoot. So I post stuff there as well. So that's cool. Are you still there? Hello. The internet is fighting against us. I think the internet cut out. All right. So thanks for watching. And mountaineers are always free.
Corey, are you there?
Yes, hello. It went completely silent. I did an outro. Okay, I was just saying that I also have a Facebook group I started recently called West Virginia UFOs and Bigfoot. So that's another thing that I've
All right.
been doing because I've been focusing more on West Virginia Bigfoot stories and sightings and stuff. So it was
Yeah.
really great to talk to you and hear those experiences. So yeah, thanks.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Whenever I first started, though, whenever I first started my YouTube channel, I thought, well, I want to do something out of the ordinary. I don't want to go after the same thing. And then I got talking with some friends of mine and stuff, and I'm like, the more that I try to avoid the Bigfoot stuff, the more the Bigfoot stuff like is right there in my right there in my face.
So yeah, so thanks for that, and
um,
see you later. Anything else to say before I
all
end it
right.
off?
No, buddy. Zero, you're the man. Keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate you, man.
Peace.
Thank you.
So this has been Appalachian Oddity. I'm your host, Zero. Thanks for watching, and Mountaineers are always free.